in the building was good. Give a chance for everybody getting in the building. Hope everybody enjoying their Father's Day. Happy Father's Day to everybody out there. Hoping that everybody can hear me good. Make sure volume is not an issue. Hold on. Yeah, I'm good. Know a lot of people spending time with their family members, so it may be a small group, maybe a big group, but I'm on every Saturday. I'm trying to, I won't say every Saturday, but I'm going to try to make it a habit to be on Saturdays if I can help it. I'm back at home with the boy Dis and them. I might come on Sunday too. You never know, I might pop up on Thoughts from Your Boy podcast too. So just keep out for that. Look out for that. Waiting for people to get in the building. Discuss a couple things. The Lilith in Pisces is in process. Finished the intro. It took me a long time to do it because I wanted to make it a certain way. If you haven't seen the intro, please like it. And also leave a comment. Tell me what you looking forward to in the video. Or did you like the intro? Or just keep me posted. I'm really sensitive about this Pisces Lilith. So any type of love or critical comment, I can't change the intro. The intro is the intro. But yeah, we're gonna rock with that. Today is probably one of the dopest. I won't say dopest, but it's very philosophy. It got a lot of philosophy in it. It's deeper than the title. You already know I got an edge on whatever I'm saying. This is my Gemini Mars way of delivering it to you. And hope y'all tune in. It's gonna be a wild one right here. Whoever in the building, let yourself be known. You popular to me. You a superstar. Let everybody know who you are. If you new, what's your sign? Where you from? Start up in that like the 10-minute mark or so. I want to start having callers come in, just like my boy Dis and said do. I don't want to start it now because I'm in the truck. I will do it on the truck, but I just want to give it time for me to learn ins and outs. My practice run will never be my official run. I kind of got some ideas about that too. That may be different from what they do. And yeah, we just get energy off each other. So like I said, I'm gonna start at the 10-minute mark, give people a chance to sit down and get their popcorn. You know it's Father's Day, so a lot of people gonna come in the room. Still love, still gonna do this podcast and do the best I can with it. Normally everybody come in at the same time, it'd be a herd. Be a herd of people at once. A deep, very deep podcast today though. Very deep. So deep I took notes. Normally I don't take notes. Probably ain't gonna read them that much, but it is what it is. So I'll just let some time run up until I get to 10-minute mark and start the podcast. Let me send some invitations out, let everybody know I'm on. And whoever in the building, let it be known. I ain't heard nobody say they're in the building. Who all in the building watching? I'll just wait. I won't see no stuff out. We got 7 more minutes before we start up. Any questions? Anybody out there? Anybody out there? I don't even know who's watching. Some people watching. All in the building. There we go. Who all in the building? Right now I'm in Pennsylvania. It's not that bad as Texas. Texas was straight up hot, bro. It was like sticky hot, dry hot. Okay, I got Nicole in the building. What's up? Waiting till everybody come in. We got the first person to acknowledge her presence, even though we got a lot of people in the room. I'm gonna start up at the 10-minute mark, give people a chance to get in and get settled in and stuff. You know, it's Father's Day. Happy Father's Day. I always call my mama up. I'm call up tomorrow and tell her happy Father's Day because she was a father too for me. All the single mamas out there who had to do both. I just want to say we appreciate y'all and happy Father's Day. You get a happy Father's Day and a happy Mother's Day because you deserve that. There's love out there too. The mamas out there doing it. Like I said, the Lilith Pisces possibly will be done by the weekend coming up before my next podcast. If not, it's gonna be like early that week. But I don't want to rush it. Like I said, it's a complexity to the Pisces that I really want to get right or get as much information as I can. It won't be everything about it because it's just so vastly of a sign, but it will be what I think of it, the most vital points to think about with Pisces and Lilith. And I don't even know what direction I'm exactly going. Is it going to be more biblical? Is it going to be more in the human nature world? Is it going to be more philosophical? I mean, I'm going to try to mix a little bit of everything without over draining because it's two fish to deal with and I want to get it right. So, but I'm working on it hard. I sent the intro out to a couple people. Hope y'all got it. Hope y'all like it. What up? What up? Victor, Dance, what's your zodiac sign? Where you from? What we'll be doing after this series? What will I be doing? I got a lot of options. I can't really say. I mean, I want to do the Mars and Venus. I appreciate it, bro. I really want to do the Mars and Venus series. I promised people I would do it, so I just got to wait back and just see what's up with that. But after this video, it's going to take a lot. I don't want to think about anything afterwards until I finish it. What up, Cancer Girl? So Mars and Venus is probably next. A lot of people don't really understand the Mars and Venus. A lot of people need to understand the Mars and Venus in relationships. Like, it's the most critical part. Not the moon, sorry ladies, but not the moon, but the Mars and Venus is the most critical parts in relationship where a lot of people go wrong. And Birmingham, Alabama, I don't know much about signs. Well, welcome to the channel to chill in, bro. I'm gonna make it where everybody understand, bro. What's your sign, bro? Welcome to the channel. If you listen to me, you'll get it. Any question you want, feel free to ask. Tonight's subject is, I got 2 more minutes, y'all. But yeah, so that's what I'll be working on next. Trying to get the Mars and Venus right. And then, I don't know. The Lilith took a lot out of me, y'all. I got to get a little break after Lilith now. I'm working on it, though. Tonight, it's probably one of the most deepest conversations I'm ever going to have. Nicole kind of already know where I'm going with it. And, okay, that's something to look forward to. The North Node. Okay, that put me on my game. That put me on my game to do that. North Node, South Node. So, because you can't do North without South. I don't feel like you could. I think you need both of them. All right, we're starting up in 1 minute, 30 seconds. The title for the night is, It's Just a Rally's Burger. Juicy. Just a juicy rally burger. That's it. Outside of one person, I know y'all probably wondering where I'm going with this conversation. Like I said, it's going to be a deep conversation. Got 1 more minute left, and then we're going to jump this off. Big, just stay in the room, bro. What's your sign, bro? If you don't mind telling everybody what your sign so we can identify you. And hopefully you be on more with us. We be cool, bro. We'll be on some stuff on this channel, bro. It'd be pretty cool. You'll learn a lot from them and me. And we'll learn a lot from you, too. If you ever want to know astrology, I think it's the easiest way to learn through me or through this system, what we do, because I kind of break it down in a way where it's not so just stars on people, but more human behavior and fun to learn people. And also, be honest, we got a lot of women in our on the pod. If you want to know about women, they're going to tell you about themselves. You got a lot of options of knowing how women think. And I think that's real vital, that the women actually outnumber us. So I learn a lot from the women on the channel. They're very outspoken. They represent what they are, and they're proud of what they are. And I think it's a good field. So let's start this up. And people just got to catch up to it. They don't get it. All right, tonight's title is It's Just a Rally's Burger. So, me, and I'm going to say the names. This is a straight up purity conversation today. No wrinkles, for real. Straight up. So me and my homies, all my close friends had a conversation about a situation. Now this situation had started off of would you consider a woman that promised you they wouldn't have male friends continue to have male friends after a relationship? Would you consider it cheating or not? So we're talking about getting up to a woman and saying, I'll be with you, but you can't have any male friends, and they agree with it. And then later on, you find them talking to male friends. I've heard a lot of people quickly jump on that and say yes or no. A lot of opinionating things. Say, I understand if a man would have a problem with that. I heard some people say it's insecurity. Heard some people say it's lockdown, everything else like that. So it was more of a complexity of it was simple then. It was a simple yes or no. But I just feel like my Gemini Mars mindset that was too simple. Too simple to just say, if you find a woman with 5, what up, Miss Phillips? Good timing. If you find a woman talking to somebody else, would it be cheating or not? I thought that was too simple. So I wanted to do what my Gemini Mars already do and make it a little bit deeper than what it could possibly be, and throw a little wrinkle in there. So, off the title, this is what it's about. And I just need y'all opinion, yes or no. And I'm gonna break it down from my point of view and see where y'all coming from. And this whole thing gonna happen like that. So, if you were to meet somebody, and I know I'm probably gonna say this a bunch of times when people come in there, it's all good. We'll put them on the game or the title. If you were to meet a man of your dreams, women, man, you meet a woman of your dreams, and they said that the only thing I don't want you to do in this relationship is go eat at Rally's Hamburgers. Don't ever go to Rally's. I know that sounds crazy, but stick with me on this. It's a bigger picture. So this man is loyal, this woman is loyal, and they do everything they promise to do as a husband that they could possibly do. I mean, nobody's perfect. So they may have had some little minor things here and there, but overall picture, this man or woman has made you happy. The question I got for y'all is, if she asks you or he asks you not to go to Rally's, and he catch you at Rally's behind his back, because that's very crucial, very critical, would you consider that cheating or not? Would you consider it cheating if somebody that promised you something did something behind your back, and it just so happened to just be eating a Rally's hamburger? I'm gonna leave it for y'all. How many of y'all would feel like that's cheating or not? Yeah, I gotta challenge all y'all to get in because there ain't that many people in the room. Breaking your trust, yes. Cheating, no. Okay. Anybody else? Anybody else got a response? I want at least 2 more people. Said breaking your trust, yes, but cheating, no. What up, Cancer Girl? So the question, I'm gonna try to get a couple people before I do my break off. So the question was, if you meet somebody, Cancer Girl, and I gotta call y'all individual because it's a small group, and the man said he would do everything, he did everything you want him to do, but he said before we get in a relationship, before he makes it official and be your husband or whatever you want to call it, he forbids you to go to Rally's. Do not go to Rally's. That's the deal breaker for him. Do you feel like if you went to Rally's behind his back, that would be cheating? Yes or no? Everybody welcome to answer. I'm just calling out Cancer Girl because I need to know her opinion on this for real. Everybody's opinion is important. Would it be considered cheating? Ms. Phillips said no. He said breaking your trust, yes, but cheating, no. Don't be scared to tell me your opinion. Would this be considered cheating, ladies and gentlemen? Don't leave me out here by myself. I can roll with it. I know the replay is gonna be a lot. I got one person. Victor Lee in the building. Okay, y'all coming up. I might have to re-ask it. Victor, I gotta put you on the spot, bro. If you get with a woman, you say, I will do everything, be loyal to you, love you to death, and all you ask for her to do is not to go to Rally's Hamburgers. Do not eat a Rally hamburger. If you catch her eating a Rally's burger behind your back, is that considered cheating? Yes or no? And anybody else want to answer that? Besides Ms. Phillips, she already answered. And Ms. Phillips said she'd be more upset that they lied. Okay. So first, I'm gonna answer with this right here, since kind of out here by myself today, ain't got that many people commenting, ain't got that many people in the building can follow that. I understand. So first of all, we gotta understand what the definition of cheating is. It's the act of dishonesty or unfairness in order to gain an advantage in the game or explanation or whatever, or examination. So, breaking your trust is dishonesty, and also doing it behind somebody's back is an advantage. What's the advantage? The advantage is that I am providing everything I promised, and that person is not. So I do believe it's cheating, and I'm not trying to say that everybody should think like I do, but I'm gonna tell you why I feel the way I feel. Ms. Nicole said yes because you broke your commitment. I agree. So my thing is this right here. Whenever you do something behind somebody's back, that's bigger than breaking trust. Especially if they providing something that they promised you if you wouldn't do that act. So it's like you doing everything you promised to do, and this person's behind your back reaping all of your benefits with their mindset believing that you're the woman that's doing everything they thought you were supposed to do because it's a commitment, and you're not. That's the advantage of you knowing what you're doing wrong and them not knowing what you're doing wrong. So you got your man, oh, he love me, he trusts me and everything like that, and you are breaking his trust and not giving him opportunity to confront you because he don't know about it. So to me, that is cheating. That's cheating the game. That's cheating the relationship. That's all cheating all the way around. There's something that was something you spoke before the relationship. Yeah, definitely. And the reason I say this is because a lot of times we overlook things because they're not our examples or our morals. There's a golden line I said if you were to or she were to have these standards. Now if everybody who don't believe in the standards say these things, but people who, these are their standards. And one of my senseis used to tell me a long time ago, it's not our job to judge somebody else's standards or philosophy, especially if it's peace in their house and it works in their house. And for us to do it, then that's like being critical of people's lives and wanting them to live the way we live. I believe I'm a spiritual person over physical all day long. I know I got Aries placement. I love the body. I'm into the body, but the spirituality of people matter to me. And that's the spirit of cheating, getting over on somebody without letting them know. And if they would do something small like Rally Burgers and you overlook that, what would they do on a bigger stage with bigger profits and stuff? To you, you may be looking like it's just Rally Burgers. To me, I'm looking like the spirit and the intent of it. If it's so small, you can go to Mugshots that got better burgers, McDonald's. Let me cook you a burger. It's that serious to betray me behind my back. Number one, you did behind my back because you knew it was serious to me. So you didn't want me to see it. So you couldn't do it straight up because you would fear of me leaving you. So if it's petty and stupid, you would do it in front of me, which is not cheating, it's breaking a commitment. But to do it behind my back means that I'm doing everything right, and you still want to contain that and eat your cake and eat it too. Let me see what they got to say. I was talking, I didn't read nobody's stuff for a minute. You broke it. That was something you spoke. Okay, I read that one. Yeah, it would be considered not trustworthy. That does make sense. You're cheating if your partner in fidelity. Okay, that does make sense. You're cheating your partner of fidelity. Yes, true. We got a troll in the building. You gotta get on him, Miss Phillips. So we ignore him. And did I miss your comment? Okay, I read it. We got 2 trolls. They're not trustworthy. Okay. Akeem in the building. So the question for the night is, and I kind of gave away how I feel about it. We're going to let everybody who's not trolling, I'm going to read your comments or not. You just wasting your time, bro, because we really don't care for you. I'm sorry I said we really don't care for you. And you really ain't got a life if you got to come on here. I mean, I wouldn't be on other people's stuff without purpose. Purpose is about life. I'm just saying, but do what you do, bro. Good luck to you. But anyway, with that being said, the question is, Akeem, for the night, is if you were to commit to a woman and you promise her all these things that you would do for her as a man, and the only thing you wanted her not to do was go to Rally's Hamburgers. I know it sounds stupid, but just deep into the analogy of it, right? And she goes to Rally Burgers behind your back, right? And you see her at Rally. She didn't tell you, but she went behind your back. Would that be cheating or no? I think Miss Phillips is on the ropes. The cold swayed my way. And that's where we at right now. I don't know what Cancer Girl is at. I think she's maybe on our side, maybe on the ropes a little bit. But yeah. And my analogy is this right here. When I get in a relationship, the main thing is knowing that a girl respects my wishes. Especially if this was one of the major reasons, one of the major outline statements for it to get together in the first place. I'm saying I'm not going to be with you if you break this. We're not going to be together. You didn't stop me and say, well, that's too crazy. Oh, well, I can't do this. Oh, well, maybe you're not the one for me. But what you did say was, yes, I can do this. And I trusted you in my heart to do it no matter how stupid or petty it is. In fact, to me, the more petty it is, makes me feel like the worse it is for you to mess up. The worse it is to know you couldn't withhold yourself with something smaller. Because my thing is like something small, like not going to a restaurant like that, like Rally's or any restaurant, over my love and my commitment is insane anyway. And it's going to come back to bite me in the butt if I allow that spirit to be around me. Just my opinion. And I know people are going to look at me like I'm strict. It's not my standard. I have never told a girl don't go to Rally's. It wouldn't matter to me yes or no because it's not my standard. But if it was, and you broke that behind my back, that shows one or two things. Number one, whatever it is, it means more than my love. It means more than what I've done for you. And number two, you know I did good for you because you did it behind my back. So you didn't want to lose me, but still you want to keep the same habits that you had before. The other side of this is the person can use this as a controlling way. I don't agree with that, Miss Phillips. For the reason is if somebody say at the beginning of a relationship, which I think everybody should put on the table if they have not been friends or dating, everything that they want in a relationship. It's like society gonna make it their own. Oh, I need this much money for you to make. Oh, a man better have this. A man better have it. Oh, one better be submissive. One better be doing. They're gonna force you into a category to make these rules off of not what you need, not even what you want, but what somebody else has to make you dictate what's in this and that. And that make you lose somebody out that's perfect for you. But without those interferences, if you could look somebody in their face and really have a heart-to-heart with them about the things that mean the most to you, and they still break those things after agreeing, that's not controlling. That's just somebody who lied. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's just somebody who lied. It's not controlling to tell somebody not to, you don't want to go into one restaurant. And controlling also is a narrative of me following you around, me got an ankle brace on you, me asking you to clock in every day, me take pictures of where you at to make sure you ain't. That's more controlling. But when I say something and I trust you and I leave you alone with it, and there ain't a lot of variables to put you in the box, I mean, I don't see that as controlling. If a woman didn't want me going one spot, I'll ask her why first. But if it's something understandable, if she's worth it more than me than that spot, I don't feel like she's trying to control me. I mean, how do you control me? Relationships about sacrifice, give and take. I don't feel like that's controlling. This is my opinion. I know Cancer Girl and Miss Phillips over there, but y'all tell me what y'all feel about that. I don't feel like it's controlling. You might as well micromanage if you're going to give an ultimatum. I don't think it's micromanaging. To me, micromanaging, ultimatums are born from insecurity. I could give you that, but I got a deeper story that you may want to think about what you're saying on that one. This is my opinion. I can't give it up right now. I'm gonna tell y'all though. I can't believe I'm telling y'all. I'm gonna tell y'all this story, but it may make you change your mind just a little bit. Because the thing about it is, like, life is about learning, man. And learning is the best experience. Not just playing out logic. Because logic is fed from experiences and reasoning. But learning, which involves emotions, is the greatest teacher sometimes. When you feel something, when you united with a situation, it will always be more impactful than you reading about it. I don't care how great your imagination is. Like, when you live it, it always hits you harder than you reading about it. It's supposed to. I take that back. Some people different. And my thing about ultimatums and stuff and insecurities and stuff, the whole thing about this is knowing what you're getting into before you get into it. If you feel like I asked you not to go to rallies, it's a controlling mechanism and you can't do this and everything like that, and I provided everything for you, then you still have a choice. Do you want to date me or not? If you choose to date me, that whatever shit comes with that one sentence, you sign off on it. So it's not my fault. It's not her fault if she asked for that. That's just my opinion. It is a bigger picture around this. It's a way bigger picture than even when I haven't even unveiled my final art or why. The question is, Miss Phillips, if you date somebody and they ask you that, before you say, yeah, I'll do it, why don't you just ask them why, and do you have insecurity issues? Is it insecurity, or are you trying to control me, or what it is? Because those are the right questions to ask. My issue is not you asking questions. My issue is you getting in a relationship and doing things behind my back. Asking questions after you did something you promised you wouldn't do is voided to me. It's voided. Like, it's voided. What we leave on the table before we start is what it is. Now, through relationships, you evolve, you change things up and this and this. We may have to talk about it. We may have to walk down the street and have a couple talks about it. May have to have sex or whatever like that and have to do whatever it had to do. But the bottom line to get in a relationship is this door right here. If you walk through that door, everything that come with that, not everything that come with everything, but everything that comes with that commitment is valid. And it's no worse or no lesser worse, depending on the person, of physically cheating with somebody sexually or whatever, because you don't know what people's mindsets at and their emotions at. I'm gonna get to that. I got a story to tell y'all. It's real-ish, and I've never told y'all this story before. Could have almost cost me my life. And I got a lot of stories. I don't like telling my business, but y'all family though. I will absolutely ask. That's my first question, is your motive. Okay? That's deep. Being controlling can come in any form, yes? But also love. Love can turn to hate. Hate can turn to love. Lust, love, a whole lot. Let me see what Miss Phillips said. But you would need to be honest and open enough to reflect and see your boundaries and your true boundary or a wound that you have been healed from. Now you're getting onto the right track for me, Miss Phillips. I'm not saying you're on the wrong track, but my track. You're getting on the train I'm trying to take. Healing is all about it. Healing is the whole narrative of my story. Not of the whole title, but my story. No matter how hard, okay, everybody in the comment, if I dated any y'all women in the comment, right? I mean in the box, and y'all told me something weird y'all didn't want me to do. If I decide to get in a relationship with you, and I promise you I wouldn't do that, I have no gripe about this or that no more. Unless it gets to a point that I need to do it and it's more important to you, which a lot of people don't want to admit. If it comes to a point that what I want to do is more important to you or more important to your promise, and I discuss that with you and we break up or we continue going on, that's a different ball game. That's not this discussion. I'm talking about, I'm trying to keep you and break your promise behind your back. Behind your back. And I'll be honest, like, I know for a fact I'm not perfect. And there's reasons, like, I date certain women I date. To society or to my friends or family, they may look at this woman like, oh, I don't know why you would date her. Look at her short clothes. Look at how she walk. Look how she talk. But I'm very intuitive and connected to the person I'm with. If I'm with you and we are together, like you my woman, can't no weapon form against us except you. As long as we like this, can't nothing shake us. We're gonna make it through everything. But I need to know that you honor and respect what I feel is my principle. And if it's so big I won't even date you unless you need to be either investigating that, you don't care too much to investigate it, or just don't date me. Just don't date me. Say, no, I'm not gonna do that. I respect you. I ain't gonna hawk you down, beat you up. I'm not gonna do none of that stuff. If I have a certain statement that I want you to follow before we get in a relationship, whatever it is, if you don't want to do it, I am not handcuffing you. I'm not pleading with you. I'm not begging you to. I'm not mad at you feel like it's a better situation for you. I respect all of that. But once you say you will and you go behind my back, I have the decision to make what I want to do. Be with you or not. Let's read some of these comments. They're starting to come in. The first question is your motive. Wow. Being controlled can come from any form. Okay. But would you need to be honest, open enough to reflect? Oh, we already there. Okay. Really depends on what it is. If it's something that can be threatened or our relationship, then you have crossed a boundary. But I just pet peeve I have, I can get over it. I want to be in control of my woman, to not to manipulate, be manipulative, but because natural as a man, I'm made to lead. Not to manipulate, but naturally as a man, I'm made to lead. People are going to do things you don't like. It's a part of being a human. Now, if it's disrespectful or damaging, that's a different story. We only seek to control others because we can't control ourselves. Okay. How can I say this? What's damaging to me, you could laugh about. What damages to you, I might think is sexy to me. What you don't like may be my favorite thing. What my favorite thing may be something you despise. That's also human nature too. So when you come to agreement with somebody who you're supposed to trust and love, and you set the precedent for what it is. Number one, trust comes with understanding, and understanding comes with trust. So it's like, if a woman were to say something like, don't wear yellow shoes around me. Of course, I'm going to ask a question, but in honesty, if I've been dating this woman, I know she ain't with the shits. She ain't with the foolery, or she ain't trying to control me. All that stuff is established before we get in a relationship, like it's supposed to be. Some people don't do it. I know we human, we make mistakes, we read things wrong. But for me, I get a narrative of a person, purity, before I decide to say you my woman. That's why I don't mind having sex without relationship. I know y'all say it's wrong, but I don't say it's wrong. I don't mind living with a woman living with me before relationship. I got to really get an overall view of what I'm dealing with. It's not for y'all to agree or disagree, because this is my rules. This is what I do. And all this time, I'm trying to figure things out, as she should be too. If life is great with her and amazing with her, right? And she feels the same way about me, I promise you, ain't too many women I ever dated who I asked not to go to rallies. Number one, they gonna ask me why, but they know how I think too. So they also gonna respect my opinion and tell me yes or no. Because the best way to get that rally burger off of me is to not violate me or betray me getting it. Yes, damage is took in different ways. The same thing that hurt me, like I say, may not hurt you. I mean, we're talking about a whole different dynamics of chemistry. And like I said, I'm more of the spiritual world than the physical world. So my type of woman, based upon my chart, fits a certain mold that everybody else might say she's scandalous all get out. But I know what connects me with that woman. And one of the biggest things is have to be trust, because of my lifestyle. I talk to women for hours. A lot of women. One day my head was burnt out. I couldn't even sleep. I talked to so many women in one day. About their sex life, about their relationships, about personal things and stuff. It's astrology based, I ain't gonna lie. But still, I'm talking to women. And if you was insecure and you pop up on me and the girl call, who is this woman? Who is this bitch? Like, I can't have that. So now I got to change my whole lifestyle for something that is, to me, it's not harmful, but to her, it's killing her. So I don't look at women as women and men as men, like everybody tries to put on social media. I look more or less like this particular woman, this particular man, and how do I need to deal with this situation based upon my particulars and their particulars. And if that's wrong, I'm sorry, but I just can't classify nobody because somebody did a synopsis on a couple of men who probably got hurt in a relationship, who got 100,000 a year, or a couple of men who did this right here and cheated, or a couple of women who cry every time you look at them wrong. I can't base that strictly upon that scenario because that has been inaccurate to my assessments. I look at the natal chart. I look at how your natal chart also like connects with me, my natal chart. Because believe it or not, the funny thing about astrology is it's like science. So like my elements will make your elements act slightly different. Just like your elements make my elements act slightly different. And what they call is compatibility. So to him, you loud. To me, you excited. Like, that's the whole fun thing about it. And you can't just come in with, oh, you grounded here and you air here, and tell me I'm fire here and I'm not water here. It's not going to work. Because that's the fun thing about astrology and learning. The only thing I try to preach is knowing why. Knowing what it is that you like. So if that doesn't work out, that's not a failure, but that's a learning experience for the next person you date. You got to better off, okay, I just want to have sex with him. I don't need sex right now in my life. Let me shoot here. Okay, I want to be in a relationship with him, but I can tell he don't want to be in a relationship with me. He only likes my He only likes that. I only like that. And when you do all these studies and stuff, it's not like a final solution. You still going to have to make a decision. But at least you got logic, experience, emotion, everything behind you to make a proper assessment, instead of just going with how good and amazing it feels at the moment, or how it feels like it's structured for you to meet that person. Let me read some of the comments. She following the wisdom, not your personality. Wow. Let me see what Hakeem jumped in here. The control has to be grounded in wisdom. Okay. But everyone has the right to rebel against ignorancy. Misquoting as control. Wow. Misquoting as control. Okay. Men want to be in control. She's following the wisdom, not your person. Personally, yes, those are preferences, not moral issues. For my situation is a preference, not moral. I need you to answer that for Miss Phillips. Is asking somebody not to go to Rally's Hamburger. Do you believe that's a moral thing or a preference? Anybody can answer that, but Miss Phillips, definitely I'm looking for your response on that one. If you tell me I don't want you to have any male friends, for example, I will absolutely respect it. But some of these petty things I think we need to graduate from. We need to graduate from. And I agree. Go for what fits you. LOL. You want to be more rounded. You want more rounded results. I get you. Hit the like. Thank you for the like, folks. Yeah, hit the like button. So you think a man asking you not to go to Rally Burgers is a preference, not a moral? How many of y'all feel that way? Miss Phillips says it's definitely a preference. Anybody else got the courage to say the preference or moral? My moral component is the honesty. Can't play both sides of the fence, Miss Phillips. That's playing both sides. Is he a moral or a preference? And I love you, Miss Phillips. We having a debate today. We don't have it often, so this should be entertaining and great learning for me and you. No, you can't. For one reason, you can't. Now, I'm gonna break it down. My opinion, why. How many of y'all feel like asking somebody not to go to rallies to be in a relationship is a preference, not a moral? I just need one more person. If anybody can chip in this throw and say yes, no, whatever. Let me ask you something, Miss Phillips, before I answer that. Are you single, Miss Phillips? You don't mind me asking? Okay, Cancer Girl says preference. It's immoral. Akeem said that, okay? Are you single, Miss Phillips? This is a question. I'm not knocking you. I'm just, we family, so I'm always come presentable, right? The right way. Akeem no one says moral. Okay, so this is what I'm gonna say right quick. The question I got for you, Miss Phillips, throw everything out. It's just channeling you, Miss Phillips. It's just everybody gonna read what you say. Tunnel vision, right? You be happily or not happily. It don't have a lot to do with what I'm finna say. But I'm glad you're happy. So here's my thing. If you have an opportunity to meet your soulmate, any of y'all women, any of y'all men, the one that makes you happy, The ones that do all of these amazing things in your life that you've been missing out on, right? This is her. This is him. You know it. You feel it 100%, right? So much you can just do this right here and you know they're going to catch you, right? You trust them and you love them. It's a connection that you have never felt before, right? You prayed about the guy, have told you what time it is, right? What to you is more important? Him telling you or asking you for the next level to be with you for the rest of your life? Just don't go to rallies. Or is that more important for you to go to rallies because it's controlling, it's manipulation, it's petty, it's not reality? Or is it more important for you to make that man happy like he made you happy and say, I don't even care? Fuck a rallies. Sorry my language, because that's what I'm saying. This man did everything you've been missing out on. Fairy tale. Maybe not fairy tale. Are you telling me it's a controlling mechanism that's making him act this way? But you in love with him, he ain't controlled you yet. He just asked one thing. He didn't tell you. He asked one thing for the relationship to be official. You don't want to do it? Continue being fuck buddies. Continue being homies or whatever like that. But don't sit back and say, oh, God got somebody for me. Let me just wait. There's somebody out there for me. Let me just wait. Because that's what we do. We try to make it so much about us. We try to make it so much about us. And we stubborn. We're so stubborn. And we scared. And a lot of us are damaged from trauma. Feeling that if he said we can't go to rallies, he going to say we can't see our mama. We going to say we got to have 5 kids or he'll break. We think assume all of these extra things when this man had not, or woman had not presented any of this to us. It just does. Social media said when he started saying this. Social media said that this is this. Rally burgers are stupid. All these things are dumb. Without looking at what you in the situation. This man had not did anything wrong to you outside of what he's not perfect. Because nobody's perfect. No woman's perfect. So you willing to kill all of that because he asked you not to do one thing. My free will is extremely important. He done everything except that. That's okay. I'm okay with being rallies. To me, that's not an issue. They're big enough. That is big enough to end a relationship. And if he feels he should find a woman that agrees with him, and if he feels it is, find the one that agrees. Okay, that's fine. I'm gonna tell you like this. It's not the rallies burger so much. And to me, any woman who don't have self-control not to go to a stupid restaurant, go to somebody else. Bye. And I ain't trying to be mean. Bye. Bye. I'd rather you say you don't want to do it, and I respect that, Miss Phillips, what you say, then say you're going to do it and use me. So you good. You're not bad, Miss Phillips. You're a great woman for saying what you're not going to do from the get-go. That's not cheating. You're a good person. Lovely person. But every good person ain't a great partner for that person. For me, when I grab a woman by the ass, I'm going to be honest, I grab her by the ass. Because I'm an Aries Venus. Until I got her, you ain't got to worry about nothing. When I make these promises to me, not to y'all, not to her mama, cousin, auntie, the dog down the street, but to her, she going to feel me and know it's my job and my intent to do everything in my power to make her happy. If she tell me one little thing that will bother her, I can't promise I will not do it unless I made a promise I would not do it. But once it come out my mouth saying, look, I will not. She should be able to sleep at night peacefully knowing I'm not going to do it. She should be able to sleep at night knowing I got her. And if it's not like that on both sides of the fence, I don't want it. I'm fine with not having it. I'm cool. It's a moral thing, not a preference. You can't make it off of the Rally's burger more than less is making that somebody lied to you and did something behind your back while taking everything you promised them. The best you ever had, you gave to them, and they used it and did not do what they're supposed to do. That's no different than we paying rent together and you get hurt. You can't pay rent. So I'm paying the whole amount of rent by myself because I care. You my homie. We got this together. And you getting all type of disability checks that you're not telling me about. You getting all type of extra money and stuff on the side. You able to work, but you're not working. And you collecting all these funds. It's no different. Both of them are lying to somebody to get their advantage. To have their cake and eat it too, what you call it. And you saying that because it's rallies, it shouldn't be serious and you should move on. If you happy being single, I got you. I'm not knocking you for that. But, all in all, man, like, let me read the comments. I just stopped eating fast food. Only groceries, sugars are making me emotional and mood spike and drop too. Can't get rich like that. I feel you, bro. I'm just trying to say, bro, the Rally Burger is not serious. I just threw the most craziest thing out there as a distraction. The bigger picture is somebody who you gave your all to, your best to. You're not perfect. I'm not perfect, but I gave her my best to her. You know how hard it is for men to settle down, King. You know how hard it is. Like, I have women I can have sex with, so why am I getting in a relationship with a woman I gotta commit to? I'm gonna be giving more to her than me. I don't need nobody emotional support. I'm sorry, I don't. I would like it here and there. It's amazing here and there. But I got women I can talk to who can calm me down. I got women who can have sex with me. I have all these things. So why am I put all my rocks, all my concern on one woman, right? To help complete us. And she can't do one thing I ask. Then she go around and say she's gonna do it just to get all of those things from me and not follow up with it. I'm gonna read your Miss Phillips. I know you heated up. Let's go. My free will is a string. Okay, I read that. But you understand that you're going to be on the receiving end of the same energy. If you get rigid on a certain point, and the other person will be just as rigid. That's fine. There's no, okay. Compromise is important when it comes to issues like, okay, here. Emotions make you cry sometimes. Emotions makes you add stuff to things that don't need to be added. Or to leave things out because I don't know. But let me break this down. Things should be compromised when we talk about it the first time. Things can be compromised if you had a breaking point. Things should be compromised before you turn your back on me. Like I said before, I'd rather a woman cheat on me and tell me she's going to cheat on me than her to cheat on me behind my back and I find out. If she tells me she's going to cheat on me and she cheats on me, that gave me the opportunity to protect myself. Or maybe she don't cheat on me because I break up with her before she do. I could deal with that better than finding out that now I have an STD because this woman didn't tell me nothing. The advantage of knowing something and the other person that loves you, trusts you, and thinks she know everything is a mother. You can't camouflage that off the situation. You can't call it childish, unrealistic, none of that stuff. Because mental health is big out here. And everybody has their own morals and responsibility to understand that everybody don't think like they do. And if you with somebody, y'all are a unit now. So compromise is coming before you say you will. Like I said, I respect you, Miss Phillips, because you said you just won't get in a relationship with them. That's fine. That's not cheating. I have no issue. My argument ends right there. If you don't get in a relationship. I'm talking about the women that actually will pursue the relationship, knowing doggone well they have an issue with it, and they're going to be on a vengeful thing. And my biggest thing right here, you going to fight this issue, Miss Phillips, off of just a self wanting to be free over something like a Rally's burger? Did you go out to Taurus Lilith video? No, not Taurus Lilith. Aquarius Lilith. Where I said, what are you fighting for? Because some women and some men too, but you're a woman, fight battles just to say I'm standing on my feet, and it has nothing to do with nothing. Like, if you really wrote down how many times you really went to rallies, it may be like once or twice a year. You probably just went there because you didn't have significant funds to get a better burger. And you're going to fight and go against this guy just to say you did. Just to say you have free will. You must be happy single. And there's no issue with that. No knock. You must be happy single. And if you're happy single, that's fine. So just say no. Some people want that. But for me, I don't mind being single. I am happy being single too. But damn it, if my love of my life come through that door and tell me no McDonald's. That's a harder one for me, because I love McDonald's fries. If she can talk to me and discuss to me a good reason behind it, and something that means something to her, then it's going to mean something to me, and I'll do that. That's not the controlling manner. That's called compromise. But you don't compromise after you wrote the deal down. You compromise at the beginning of the stages when you first set down the contract. This is my opinion. If you're talking about something that has potential to ruin your relationship or put you in danger, that's the only way I agree. Well, I just say it right. If they say they ain't gonna be with you out you doing this, then there gotta be something. Unless they just crazy. But I don't think you'll get to that point if you didn't notice they got issues. I have issues. I explain my issues to the person I'm dating. I always explain my issues. And a lot of my issues don't even arise in the relationship. But I let them know because I don't want them to say, you didn't tell me this. A lot of issues you should know already. Because I'm communicating with you as a friend. But if you don't pay attention, I'm still going to elaborate because I don't want to feel like I sucker somebody into being with me. I want to be a blessing and not a curse. This is my opinion, though. He telling you it's bigger than the rallies, burgers, obviously a deeper story with something more important. I'm finna go tell the story. I don't want to tell the story. I don't think she'll watch this. I don't think she'll watch this. If she watches this, it's going to be horrible. I might not tell y'all a story. I'm sorry. I might not be able to. Tell her what you really talking about. The initial conversation is the gateway for compromise. Yeah. We agree with that. We agree with that. I'm debating about this story. Because she watches, it's going to be horrible on me. And my Virgo moon don't want me telling a story like that. Because it's not... And one person I told the story to, and they laughed about it. And it's not funny, man. Like, you could tell when somebody make up a story, they could laugh and joke it off. You can tell when they really are connected to that shit. Like, that shit happened. And it's a awkward, weird story, but I still feel to this day, and I've had nightmares about this story. Not even the action of it, but just the morality of it. It disturbs me that I was so childish and so stupid. Like, it was dumb on my part. I don't care what anybody think about her as a person, her occupation. It was stupid on my part. And I wasn't mature enough in that time of my life to understand it was bigger than what I saw at that time, and I was childish. And I can admit that. And my biggest thing is, like, we sit here and we just gonna be in our shells and do what we want to do and empower ourselves on people. But man, it touched my heart, man. I was fucked up. I don't care about monetization. I was fucked up for it. Thinking that I knew, because I wasn't in astrology at all, and I was in my hood days a little bit, and I just felt like I was just immature because I didn't know myself, and I did something that I don't feel like she deserved, and to me, it gave me nightmares to this day. And yes, she was a stripper. Well, she was a exotic dancer. And yes, that don't matter to me. Definitely didn't matter to me back then. What up, Miss Frenchie? Talking about the rally burger. But and I'm gonna say this right quick. I do believe, Miss Phillips, you may be happy single, but I think you'd be happier with the right person. That's how I feel too. If I met the right person, I think I'll be happier. But I am happy being single though. But it's not the best situation. It's not the worst, so we fine with it, but there's better options out there. I'm thinking about it. I gotta think about it. I told some people the story, but I didn't put it on the platform because it's not for ratings or for y'all to agree with me or disagree. I mean, she laughing that she a stripper. That's already touching my mental. Uh, so yeah. Congratulations, Miss Phillips. So the thing I want to add to this is I want to tell the story, but I got to think about it for a minute. And if you ever heard the story from me, then that means I really do trust you. Because some people are going to hear the story and like I heard that story before. I don't think Dysfunctional knows about it. I know Sid don't, because this is way before I met Sid. And it was before I met this too. No, I knew this, but me and this had divided for some situation for a minute. Nothing bad, but we just wasn't talking for a while. We lost track of each other. So he didn't really know about. I think he know the person though. I'm not sure. But what I want to say is, man, like when I talk to a woman, right? When I talk to a woman, we have a connection that's going to be unique from everybody else. So like don't mean we battle or nothing like that. It's just how life is. So when y'all talk to somebody going to be different, it should be unique from everybody else's. So you have guidelines and stuff like that, simple guidelines of, okay, so you told her not to meet up with people outside the club. She did anyway. No, it's bigger than that, bro. It's bigger than that. But that's the thing. Okay, look. So what it is like, I'm not complex when it comes to physicality. The things I do is very common. I work out 3 times a week. I try to fast 5 times a week. I meal prep. On the weekends, I eat a lot of candy because I love the Twizzlers filled with whatever. I like the pomegranate flavor. I like to drink on the weekends. I don't mind truck driving. I like to watch podcasts and learn about herbs. And I like history and old school gangsters and stuff like that, and interrogation. Like, my physical life is not complex too much at all. I can tell a girl what I like and this and this. Even sexually is a little bit more difficult, but not too much. But when it comes to my conscience, my heart, and my deeper mentality beyond the physical world, it can get kind of crazy. Not crazy to me, it's normal to me, but from outside people, they won't always be like, okay, I got you. Just like I said, she's a stripper, no girl, Miss Phillips laugh. Like, it's like, I didn't see her as a stripper. I didn't. Maybe some of the things she did to trigger me was stripper-like, but I didn't really see her like that. So, yeah. The question I got for y'all is, how many of y'all are willing to stand on your standards that don't exist? Because most of y'all don't even eat Rally's burgers, to make a point and lose out on something for the rest of your life that's very special. In fact, I can't even tell y'all, if I really love a girl, the depths I take to sacrifice something I might want to do. I do it every time. I do it every time. Every time I commit with a woman, there's something major to me. I promise her, if I don't say it by my words, I say it by my heart. And your man says, okay, then you okay. But you don't seem like you would morally align with a stripper. Because okay, this is the thing. What Miss Phillips just said is the base of this whole podcast. She just opened it wide open. This Akeem, Miss Phillips, me thing just broke this thing wide open. You see how people laughing? How people saying you wouldn't seem like the person and this and all this stuff? That's the whole base of this whole title. you only seeing this. You're not in a relationship with me. You don't know how I deeply think in a relationship. I tell you something, but you ain't gonna never be able to just be zoned in unless you having sex with me, unless you know what it is, right? And I can say something, and it can go over your head if it don't matter to you. Now, I'm pretty good at channeling astrology spirit, so I can connect with people, but that's a chameleon-like thing that my Gemini Mars do. It's not the natural version of me. Because the natural version of me in love is Aries. So, my thing is, like, I can't force y'all to go date a stripper. Cancer Girl, I can't force you. Miss Phillips, I can't even force Akeem to date another stripper. But the thing about it is, there's a reason why that person likes that person. And just because the world don't understand doesn't mean it's wrong. It don't mean it's right either. But it's a reason why. So when a man comes to you and say, I don't want you going to rallies, you need to ask all the right questions. I do agree with Miss Phillips on that. But to me, I just don't see no woman who really do love me leave me over that. And if she does, to me, I feel like the rallies is more important than what I've offered. And I respect that if she say that. But, man, I know some of y'all family members, I'm calling y'all out. I know some of y'all family members probably shook their head at some people y'all dated. So, I'm gonna tell y'all. I'm gonna tell y'all right now. So I dated this Aquarius woman. I don't know her natal chart, so don't just assume she got Aquarius placements all over her or nothing like that. I can't tell you. I was not in astrology. I just know she was Aquarius. That's all I know because I know her birthday. That's easy to figure out. Me and her were back and forth on some stuff where I never ever committed to her. She was older than me. She was like 31. I think I was like 23 at the time, 24. And I didn't commit to her. When I first met her, we were both kind of in the drug game a little bit. I never sold dope or crack anything, but I did sell pills, and she was considered the pill queen in my area and stuff like that. And I've heard this, I know y'all may not believe this, but when it comes to like love, I do act more like, not hood, but kind of gangster and aggressive with it. My Aries side come out with it. I do like bad girls more than good girls. I like good women. Good women and bad girls can be the same thing. But I was attracted to her because I met her in the club one time and she was dancing. I saw her butt pop up by accident. I saw her throwing her butt and it turned me on right there. And she gave me her number and stuff. And I went to her place. Wasn't expecting to have sex. We had sex. And I just fell for her. Like she cleaned me up. She gave me some food and stuff like that. I saw the innerness of her. She was very caring and nurturing to me. At the time, I didn't experience that because most of the girls I dated was street girls, and I found a liking to her. But I never committed to her. I never ever committed to her at all. We just had sex, and we one time a girl had dropped me off over there, and she snapped on her and said, "Don't bring this hoe to my." I did stuff I wouldn't pay attention to because I felt like we were just friends. So that week it was like a hell week for us because she would do things to me to mess with my head, and I would do things to her. I don't know her placements. That's why placements are so serious. But one time I came in and she was talking to her baby daddy, and I didn't think nothing of it. Baby daddy, whatever. And the crazy thing about it was her two twins looked just like me, so you thought they were my kids. It was like a lot of sentimental things in here, deeper than that. Before she even started dancing at the club, because she wanted to start dancing and stop selling pills, because pills were illegal, and she wanted nobody to kick down her door. She go to jail, lose a kid, so she started dancing. Actually, it was an upgrade for her. So I remember her having all her friends over and stuff like that. They were dancing, trying to move out. They were awful. They did not know how to do nothing. But it was cool that she let people try lap dances on me and stuff like that. I mean, it was cool. Like, it's the old Ace. So after that and stuff like that, girls will ask her straight up, are you with him? And nah, she'll say, man, we smashed a couple times. I love him, but he's my friend. And people ask me about her, and I say, it's my homie. You know what I'm saying? It's my heart right there. Like, I care about her. I just seen this girl cry on me. She had told me some of her deepest stuff. I felt like I knew her. And I did, but we finna get to that. So later on in the situation, things got kind of hectic. And I guess the tide turns always, whether you want it to or not. And it got to a point where she was like really wanting to be in a relationship with me. I did want to be in a relationship with her, but the age difference, 7 years, kind of freaked me out a little bit. And I knew about her. She was with the shits. Virgo moon all the way. She's not pure at all. So I'm worried about her. So I came in my place one time and I saw, it had to be at least 3 females, her baby dad and another guy laid across the floor in the living room, butt ass booty naked. Nah, I take that back. One dude had a shirt on and some socks on, and he had nothing down there. She had her boobie out, some a see-through robe, whatever like that, laying across. They weren't on top of each other, but they would just lay like they had a major orgy, right? And I hate this. I really do hate this. I felt jealous. Not jealous that I want to be in the orgy, but just felt like she cheated on me when she did not, because we were not in a relationship. But it fucked with my head because I'm in my Aries mode, right? So I'm swallowing that up, right? And all the while, I creep to the back room, grab her kids, creep out, you know what I'm saying, cover their eyes up, go to the bus stop, make sure the kids get on the bus on time, right? When I come back, she's woke, everybody's gone. Come back and she's like, so you took the kids here, this and this, what did you see, and this and that. I lied to her, you know, my Gemini Mars, so I ain't see nothing, whatever like that, blah, 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 blah. You know what I'm saying? But I saw all of it. I saw naked ass bodies all over the floor. So, I was angry. I was mad and stuff. And you know, Gemini Mars are passive aggressive. I mean, they be mad. They be plotting on the ways to get you back. So, she still didn't get her way with me. I still would not be in a relationship with her. So one time, me and my boy Pimpin', R.I.P. Fred, was sitting at the table and she came out the room with a freaking see-through robe on. You can see her butt. She had a thong on, but you still see her butt. And she kept walking past us and stuff. And it made me just heated, like, because I couldn't get mad because they ain't my woman, but it made me upset the fact that my homeboy saw her butt, and he was like, dang, she got a fat butt. I mean, she danced. I know why. I don't know why her dancing didn't bother me, but that situation bothered me, right? So, I remember something she told me a while back. I forgot about this major narrative. I'm trying to break down detail. I remember a while back she said, because she had a couple scars on her body and her face, but you couldn't tell on her face so much. But her body, you could tell she had like some issues. Not where you wouldn't talk to her, but some scars. And she told me a long time ago, she was like, she got in an accident right next to Burger King. She said she barely made it alive and this and this and this. And from here on out, she couldn't smell Burger King, she couldn't eat Burger King, and she covered her eyes when she even seen anything Burger King wise. So at the time, I remember that. You know, Geminis remember stuff, write it down. My Gemini Mars were keeping it under wraps. So after all of that she did to me, I decided it's payback time. So I went to Burger King, bought like a Big Mac, a Whopper and whatever it is. I don't even remember the burgers and stuff because I just tried to get as much as Burger King food I can get for like $12, $13 at the time. And sat there playing cards with my homeboy and waited for her to get in the crib. As soon as she got in the crib, man started eating the fries and eating the burgers, saying, this is good food, blah, 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 like being loud so she can hear us. She come out and she see us eating the Burger King and she pulled the gun out on me. And she was like, and I was just like, not nervous that she gonna shoot me. I wasn't nervous she gonna shoot me, but I wasn't nervous she was gonna shoot me off emotions more or less than the fact that she was shaking the gun with her hand. Uh, I found a way to get the gun, grab her arm and stuff like that, and stop her from doing what she's doing and stuff. And she just cried and she was like, I trusted you. And she was like, it hurt so bad. It hurt so bad. She kept saying it over and over and over. And I was able to hug her and calm her down. We moved from that situation. But to me, in my heart, it never felt the same. And I beat myself up about it every day because I feel like I didn't care about her like I should have because it was stupid. It was a Burger King. And what I felt about Burger King, her situation was more important than her situation. And I know what people are going to say. She's a stripper. Who cares? I care. And even though we both was on some shit, I could have been the bigger person. I wasn't. Just imagine if I would have died like that. Like if she would have killed me. I would have died off doing something stupid. Didn't die protecting my family. I didn't die in line of war. I died because I was trying to be stupid. And to me, that story still haunts me to this day. I ain't seen her in years. It haunts me so much. I know she probably ain't subscribed to the channel, but I fear she watching this. That's how bad. And I feel like in my heart, like if I can go back and change anything, that'd be one of the things I'd change. I would just... Shit, man. Like everything I do is a podcast. Shit. I was just dumb, man. I'm just leave it at that. I was stupid. Moving on, man. I ain't telling y'all no more stories like that, man. I just feel like, man, like, it ain't always about you, man. It ain't about nobody more than when you get in a relationship, man. Like, it's not about you so much. Especially if that man, that woman doing things for you, she wasn't. But still, like, you gotta stop thinking you know how people think and how they feel. Like, you don't. You don't know what dictates people. I thought she was gonna just get mad and kick this shit over and just cuss me out or hit me upside the head. You don't know how things fuck with people. And we just assume that everything gotta be logical instead of emotional, when emotions and logic go hand in hand. And it's like, y'all could disagree with me, man. I don't care. I don't care. If a woman tell me not to go to rallies, I'm going to do research. And if I love that woman, she means more than rally. With most women out there will mean more than rally, because I don't go to this shit. I go here and there every blue moon. It's not that serious to me. I'm going to be with that woman. Break up with them. Say hell no, you're not going to control me all you want. I don't have a lot of women lined up that I would be in a relationship with. So why would I give that away for my stupid, stubborn pride? That's just me. I'm not telling you how to live your life. That's just me. And if I did get with this woman and she caught me at rallies and I thought it was a game just like the Burger King and she decided to never see me again, I deserve that. And I can't go around praying, asking for God to bring me somebody else when I made that mistake. Because let me tell y'all something. To me, that's no different than the Garden of Eden. One apple, there's a bunch of apples that look just like it all the way around. What's the difference between this one? Just because we don't have the knowledge, the experience, to dissect that situation is stupid, it's dumb, and it's whatever. But bottom line is, you trusted somebody
with your heart, your loyalty, everything you have within you, and you wasn't worth it to them to have a little discipline to walk by one store every time they see you. Yes, the person who said that may need mental help, but you telling me somebody who love you and treat you right, who got mental issues, you're gonna leave them? I would never. I can't tell you how to live your life. Everybody thinks there's a million people out there for them. It's not. It's not, man. You can't put a dollar amount on true love. You can't even organize when it's gonna come in your life and when it's gonna leave. But you can do everything in your power to make it successful. If two people do that, then y'all gonna be successful. But if one person try to cut and cheat their way to the top, you gotta live with the results. Could have lost my life with some stupid shit, man. I cannot tell you no philosophy of why I was able to get a pass for that. It's nothing I can preach to y'all. I can't wrinkle it, cover it up with cake, icing, or nothing to tell you I would have been in the wrong. I mean, she would have been in the wrong. She would have murdered me. And it's not funny. One of my friends laughed about it. It's not funny. And I don't care that she was a stripper. It don't matter to me. In my heart, man, damn, why I bring this story up? Damn. You gotta do what you gotta do, man. If it's worth breaking up with somebody, do it. The fact that you have awareness now shows growth. Don't beat yourself up for it. I know it's easier said than done. Appreciate that. It's right, all right, man. Dumb things sometimes, yeah. She's definitely been in the wrong. At Gemini Moon, I promise you the Gemini Moon to fast some time thinking it sees the bigger picture, but not quite. I agree with your premise, but also think you can get yourself some great. The best grace I can offer is to take what somebody I love into consideration deeper than what I feel in my heart is just the law. Not even in my heart, because I feel like it's a mental thing. It's a pride thing more than your heart. I just don't think you're going to love somebody and not be able to sacrifice something so stupid. I mean, how much does the love really matter to you? It's just all a stubbornness Stubbornness is good, but not for that. Not for missing out on the person that you really want to be with. It is cheating. Just telling somebody my secrets and they going against them is cheating. And it affects you for a long period of time. They go both ways. I can't tell nobody how to live their life, man. Like, but I just know, man. She tell me not to go to rallies, and she's the one. She's her. I'm not fucking going to rallies. I'm sorry. I'll ask her about it. I'm like, baby, it's something you need to talk about. You don't want me to go there? You my heart. I go, if she can't say I got to fast for 20 days, which ain't healthy, and I believe her and trust her and she got my back, she my love, I'll do it. Falling out till I'm about to die almost. Well, that's a different level though. And that's knowing yourself and knowing her too. And not just for anybody. If she's her and I trust her. Like when I put my arm around a woman that I love, that's how I got you. Man, if we break up, you know you ain't getting kicked out of my place. If you need money and you ain't with me, I'm still going to help you out. It's just, I'm on another level when it comes to love because I have an Aries Venus. Like, I don't care about stupidness, foolishness, all this extra stuff. It's not like that when I love. That's why I'm so calculated before I fall in love, because I can't give that up to just anybody. But in love, I'll be a sucker for her. Because I ain't going to get that opportunity to be sucked for anybody. So I might as well go ahead and be hard for her. And if that's wrong and stupid, that's just how I love. I can't help it. I got Aries Venus. I love in my Venus. And when I meet her, I do everything I can. I'm really at the mercy of my heart and my feelings, and my logic comes sometimes take a second back seat. We're gonna talk about logic, masculinity, femininity in the next video, but in the next podcast. But I'm not what people think. Think I'm just some type of arrogant, cocky, mauling guy who think he's all that and this and that. No, it's not even like that. In love, man, if she's her, she's my queen, and I'm willing to definitely not just go Rally's. That's easy. Easy. Way better hamburger than Rally's. I eat a can of tuna or sardine before I eat Rally's if it mean that much to her. But how many women out there or men out there willing to do that for love? And that's the whole title, the reason behind it. Fuck a Rally's, man, if it's that serious, man. That's my baby, man. That's my baby. Is that my wifey? Call me crazy. Call it controlling. As long as she do what I need her to do and some of the things I want her to do, then I'm going to do what she need me to do. Don't care what no friends or family say. As long as it aligns with me and we together, I don't care how stupid it is. I stop Chick-fil-A. I stop all the fast food restaurants. If that's what it means to me to keep the woman in my life. And I got to have trust that she's only going to have the best intention for me. It's not going to be something for herself. It's going to be something for us. Well, with that being said, this your boy Ken Ace Nova Slayton, Nova Chronicles, logging out. Peace.